Welcome everybody. We have game 25 underway here. We have the top of South boys and the white sticks, white caps against the mid-northern boys in black. Should be a good game. Solid start. We haven't moved too much progress. It's a big swim there from the South team, making a drive up that right wall, looking for those supporting players. He's turning off to come right, but we can see that mid-northern player just sitting out, shutting down that option, and mid-northern making a break off the side, but it's just turned and shut down by that top of the south player there. All right, that's a call against mid-northern, so they are being pushed back down the pool, and the south team will have an advantage here. We're still kind of around mid-court, so they'll be looking to push up and drive. It'll be interesting to see if they choose, there we go, to go out into the open, into that centre of the court, and to the other side, looking to open up, spread that team across, and swim into the space. A little break there by mid-northern. We've seen in some of the earlier games, if they are given the space to swim, they will take it. So South team will need to make sure that they are shutting down those gaps if they want to stop those mid-northern swims. You can see that mid-northern player just hanging in there, coming inside, waiting for it to crop up. But at the moment, Southern's doing a good job, but we have a break. Oh, that's a lovely tackle there by number 7. Who's that? Ethan Foster, just turning that off, taking it to safety on the wall to find his teammates to reset. Big flick there, not quite off. Trying to cut through. Everyone's gone up. Big flick. Oh, it looked like it went in, and he's finished it off. Oh, we'll just wait for the rest to confirm. But beautiful. That is a goal. Mid-northern will be happy with that. And I'm just trying to look. That looks like that was player 6, Carter. So he plays for Tauranga Boys College. So they will be happy to get on the board. That was nice. Really took advantage. The South team players just hitting the surface while mid-northern was driving off, and they just took that space. Big flicker. There's a stick down there, so he had to follow, stay through, make sure that went in. Really impressive play. Great start to the game. I think we will enjoy watching this game. It's quite an even strike there. Both teams arriving at the same time, but we can see mid-northern taking control, laying it back, and a big drive up here by number 6, Zach. Oh, no, sorry, wrong team, number 6, Carter. Coming through again. He's obviously fired up after that goal. Bit of play on this game. Oh, couple of circles there by the VC and the Southern team. Keeping that control. He doesn't mind doing a few spins in front of the camera for us. Oh, a very nice spin, and that 45 up by the Southern team, number 10, Jamin Lancaster there. Beautiful swim, looking to open up that game and make some space. Fortunately, it looks like it has been knocked back onto the wall. Mid-northern is doing good work here, but they just need to get that supporting player. They're trying to drive it through, but they're just being shut down by the Southern team. So they'll need to get a few more players there to take advantage of those and give their players some options. But we can see, brilliant, they're driving their way down the pool. Unfortunately, they are in a little blind spot at the moment. Oh no, they've gone down further. And that's nice, they managed to drive it in the corner, but now they've got to get it out towards the goal bin. Big swim in by the Southern player, looking to keep that there. Oh, we've got another opportunity here. Big flick, it's knocked down, but a forward's there. And finished off in the open side. Very nice. And it looks like a goal's awarded, and that's why we have those players need to be down there, because it just gets on that lip, it's going to come across, and they want to make sure it finishes off. So that is a goal by Anakin Williams-Harris, again, in one of the Tauranga Boys College players. They will be happy that he just came up on the far side to finish it off. Now we've got a team calling a timeout, and that is the top of South team. Yeah, so Mid-Northern has got a couple of quick goals in here at the start of this game in the first 5 minutes. So I am sure the Southern team's coach, Kit Vining, will be wanting to come in there and just settle his team down. It's been quite a frantic start with Mid-Northern putting that pressure on. So he'll be wanting to make sure his team is kind of resetting, staying calm, and looking to come out playing their game plan. Whereas I am sure that Barry and Co-op and Mid-Northern will be congratulating the team on the good start, but he will be wanting them to keep up that intensity for the rest of the game, where it's still too early in the game to peter off, so they will need to make sure that they keep up that intensity and keep up that support. All right, game will be restarting with a strike in 10 seconds. Nice strike. Good work that wing just being there to come in and support and get that puck back out to the players. Not sure, that could have been number 9 Harrison from, here's one of our Taupo players actually. Nice to see them here. They've only just started playing in that region. I know Phil Summers, shout out, has done a lot of work building up a club there, so it is exciting to see these players in the under 18 team. Lovely work here. Oh, big swim through, but that big hit by the captain of the Mid-Northern team, just shutting down that play. I think it was Carter, the captain there, number 6, saying you're not going to take it off the wall on my watch. Oh, there's a big swim. Again, lovely tackle there. And pushing it out wide. It's just got caught by that player, but it's fine. Got the player to lay back to. Looking to do a little bit of dummy. So there's some really nice laybacks, seeing those support. Oh, pass not quite getting up to his forward. And that was a big hit. Someone has lost their stick. They'll need to go down and grab that. It's not quite able to follow through, so South has been able to just clear that out to the wall. But again, Mid-Northern has those players just driving in. There you go. Captain has lost a snorkel. We're popping that back in so he can breathe and watch the game. But everyone can take a breath now because the refs have made a call. They are pushing back the Southern team, so they will be hard on defence. And Mid-Northern will have an opportunity to take an advantage puck right near the goal bin here. It'll be interesting to see. They might look to come drive at the goal bin or go across the pool to try and come in from the centre. Big flick out. See those guys. Oh, that was a little bit of a messy tackle, but hasn't been pulled up, so I might be playing advantage. It was okay. And it's nice work by Southern. They've made that break, and now they're really rolling Mid-Northern down that wall. It's a big swim. It's a lot of ground that they're gaining. Looks like it's just stopped a little bit there, so Mid-Northern looks like they've stopped that roll and are looking to reset with an attack. But nice little slip and bring that back to the wall. Looks like play's coming off. Lovely tackle. Oh, lovely little dummy there by number 5 onto the wall. Another flick. We can see a player on either side, but they've both gone up. Letting Mid-Northern captain just flicks it into the centre, giving players a bit of time to come down. Going down the back wall is going to be a hard option, but Southern team can give it a go if they want. Now's the opportunity. People have gone up. Big flick to his player, just been caught. Oh, and Mid-Northern have managed to clear that out. Big flick out to the wall with their other teammates. Just bring them up. But they're not able to get a full run from here, so it is a little bit of back and forth between the teams. Here we go. It looks like Mid-Northern is getting a little bit of a roll there. And Southern doing a big swim across, but unfortunately that wide pass went to the Mid-Northern wing coming up wide and fast, but the call was made, so they didn't get that. They're being pushed back, Mid-Northern, and now in the mid-court Southern will get the advantage. Our Mid-Northern coach is calling a timeout, so he'll just be wanting to have a chat to his team and calm down. There's obviously been a couple of calls, and then having been hard on defence like that, he'll just be wanting to have a chat to his team and make sure they're all on the same page. It's nice to see, as you can see, they're nice and close to their subs bench, so actually the whole team, including all the subs, has come in, listened to the coach all at once and the captain. That's always nice. Otherwise the coach comes in and talks to their team, and then has to swim back and give the same message again to those in the sub bench. Really depends on where in the pool if you can do that. Some teams have different plans, but looking nice. So that team, the top of the southern team, did really well. They were coming down big drives up that wall to get it onto that goal bin. So really impressive play there, and just showing that while the score may be 2-0 to the Mid-Northern team, they can put that pressure on. So this intensity of the game is going to need to stay up from both teams if they want to do this. Nobody can sit back right now and have a rest. They have to keep playing. Right, just in that blind spot again, I think. Oh, lovely swim out into the centre of the pool. Laybacks. It's nice to see that support, but he needs some players now because he's surrounded by 3 white sticks. And there's supporting players from Mid-Northern just a little bit. They're all there now, but we've lost that momentum that they were gaining there, and they're going to have to reset and start over again, get that puck back and try again. But that's fine by them. It's a lovely big swim there. I missed the number, but he came carving in and swimming off to the side. But that was stopped by Keysment from one of the back wings in the southern team, clearing that out. And we can again see this team making that drive up. You can see Mid-Northern trying to bring it off that wall and drive off on the angle, where the southern team is just trying to keep it back on that wall so they can reset as a team and make their break together. Biggest hit there by number 7 and 8, Ethan and Nick. Oh, no, sorry, wrong team. Jake and Ezra getting in there involved, trying to drive it up that wall and come off. Wasn't quite successful, and we've lost a bit of space, but we're still in this zone, which is a really risky place for that southern team to be. It looks like they've made a break, and a good drive up the wall. Mid-Northern have not quite managed to stop that roll. And this is exactly what happened before. Southern just is managing to get that upper edge on that wall, and they're doing some good drives, and that's how they're gaining their ground. But once they've gained that ground, they're going to need to do a bit of extra work to be able to put it in the goal bin. All right, we've had another ref's call. It's against Mid-Northern. All right, I just missed what that call was. They are being pushed back behind the ref's line, and Southern will have an advantage here. Looks like they're in that top third of the pool, and we can see those 3 players sprinting in from the sub bench. So it's actually only half the team ready to attack, which isn't ideal, but they'll be sprinting in, and we can see that Mid-Northern is looking to drive out, but we have a call, and that is against Mid-Northern, so that's for breaking. So it looks like one of the Mid-Northern players went past that ref's line that you can see that they're lining up to make there before that puck was touched. So the southern team, the attacking team, has to touch the puck before the defending team can go past that line. It was a big fluck in. Oh, and he's just cleared that off. That is really disappointing for the southern team. Got him right on the lip, but not quite getting in, and that's why players need to stay down to finish it off. But they are not giving up. They are still looking to go in, and that's our captain of the Mid-Northern team, Carter, just holding it in the corner, giving his team time to reset and come together all at once. Lovely big swim in the end. It's our number 5, Corbin, saying you're not coming off that wall, holding it in, but we've got a ref's call, and that is against Southern. So it looks like there was a little bit of a argy-bargy, so they're going to be pushed back, and this will give Mid-Northern an opportunity to bring that puck back out of their defensive third. So it looks like the Mid-Northern team's a little bit playing more defensively. They chose to go back into the wall. They weren't quite brave enough to bring it off and go wide straight away. And that could be because of that. They tried to break off white, and a lovely back tackle by the southern forward there, and they are sprinting towards that goal bin, but just getting pushed across to that far corner. We can see Mid-Northern quite happy to put it into that defensive corner, and just giving their team time to reset and get down so they can all kind of get into the right position that they want to be in. Looks like one of our refs might be playing advantage here, so he'll just be waiting to see what happens. And we might get a call soon, or we might not. But at the moment, it's a little bit boring just with that puck sitting in the corner. Not the most exciting play. Lovely turn there. Oh, he's coming. Has he got a defender down that wall? Bringing it out into the centre and back. We don't have enough white sticks on the bottom of the pool. Is there someone there to help him out? Oh, lovely clear. But we do have a ref's call. And that is against Southern. They will be very disappointed that they missed that opportunity there. Very close to getting in the goal bin, but didn't quite have those player numbers in there to make sure and finish that off. So they will be probably quite disappointed and frustrated right now. But I'm sure they will work hard to come back. We can see both teams quite happy. What they're looking like, what they're doing is bringing that puck onto the wall, kind of pausing, resetting, and then coming back together as a team to go. So they're not playing. Looks like someone's maybe got a kick to the back. They look a little bit sore there. They're all using that wall to reset. Oh, that was now a little bit of a break by Mid Northern, but the ref was calling something. So that looks like. No, you're fine. Not sure, 100% sure what that was. I missed the ref signal. But yeah, that is the Mid Northern team being pushed back. So Southern will get another opportunity here. A little flick under the bum. Oh. Again, that turn, looking to lay it back to his next player. But Mid Northern is just ready and scooping that out, pushing it out to the side. Lovely. Oh, it is a bold call. Number 7, looking to go down the back wall. Ethan Foster was like, I'm going to give this a go. Didn't quite come off, but it's right. We've got another ref's call again. Oh no, it's half time. Oh, I'm so excited. Just so invested in the game and didn't even realise it's half time. All right, so it's 2-0 to the Mid Northern team. They will be swapping ends and having a little bit of team talk. It's a pretty exciting game, so hang around for the next couple of minutes and I will join you again in the second half. Hi, everyone. So, we've just had a little bit of a pause there as we refs were fixing the barrier. So, this half time's just gone on for a little bit longer. But as you can see, the refs are in position and teams are, and we will be starting again in 10 seconds. I'll soon be joined by the lovely Claire George, who has joined us here to impart her wisdom to you all. All right, nice strike. Tight turn there by Mid-Northern. Now looking just to go straight up the middle, but Southern team's popped out and he's found that gap and he is off. Big swim. Now there was a Mid-Northern player there ready for that back tackle, so unfortunately gave the puck back to them rather than his supporting player. So it's a little bit of a back and forth here over the far side. We'll see who gets the upper hand. We have seen that Southern was quite strong driving around the wall, but it looks like Mid-Northern is driving their way down. They've gained a bit of ground. Puck's popped out. Southern is staying down and got the opportunity to go wide, but that open Mid-Northern, number 11, Dylan Gates was there to stop that through, but they have got it back, and that is a big swim up the side by the South. Lovely turn there by Ethan Foster. Big swim, lay back to his team. They're bringing it into the centre. They're almost in that 3-metre circle, but can they keep that support to finish it off? He's driving through. I think he's got it. That was a nice play. Let's see what the refs say. They are signalling goal. No, they're pausing. They're thinking. They're having a chat. All right. No. Hold off on that excitement. Hold off on that excitement. Refs are having a chat. There was a lot going on in that goal bin. So we'll see what the refs have to say. It looks like one of the players is getting out. They might just be checking on him. So he might have just got a little bit injured. They are calling the white team back up. So they definitely having a chat here. So all that the Southern team is coming back up. So just in case that isn't awarded a goal, they will be already in place. So we'll just be waiting to see what's going on here. In some of our games, our refs are wearing little speakers and talking to the chief ref, so it'd be good to have a little understanding of what they're saying, but unfortunately we don't know right now. Yes, so it's not overly exciting, but we want to make sure that the refs are getting the right call made, so it is good that they take this time to have a little chat amongst themselves, discuss what they all saw, and work out what the appropriate call to be made is. So it looks like they are going to be pushing back the Mid-Northern team, but not awarding that goal. So everyone is pushing up, refs are setting back up, and we are off again. Again, lots of bodies. That puck is right on the lip. It didn't quite go in. And it looks like Northern's managed to clear it, but again, a call has been made and it's breaking. So again, as I said earlier, that defensive team has to stay behind the ref's line until the puck is touched. So I imagine some of those forwards were ready to push off the wall and come out quite quickly at the player with the puck, but they might have just got a little bit too excited and come out too early. Wow, that was a big flick into that masses of players. And it's, beautiful. Pop back in and that forward just managed to flick it in. Now, this is definitely a goal here that they're saying, quite definitely, and it is by number 5, Samuel Holmes. Nice work, Samuel. Beautiful work. And that's what we just need to see, those players staying down in that 3-metre circle, so they've got those options, because sometimes you can't get the puck cleanly through, but you can pop it just past that person for that player to finish off the goal. And that was lovely work. Southern will be happy to be on the scoreboard now. After all that work, they had a couple of big runs up the pool in the first half, but weren't quite able to convert them into goals. So they'll be coming out fired, but Mid-Northern will have to keep up their intensity and play to get another goal or two and keep this lead. Lovely big spinning around the back, just right round those players, out wide to that player. Beautiful work. Number 3 out to
Found
camera.
so much space there. So much better when they can bring it off the wall and go somewhere different to find a bit of room.
Yeah, it really does just open up the game. Makes it great viewing and even just better playing when you can just got that space. I've actually been really pleased to see in a lot of the games this tournament how the teams are doing a lot of work bringing it off the wall, doing cuts wides and on the 45-degree angles, and just really comfortable playing in the centre of the pool. It's been really great, as opposed to some games which can get locked on that wall and aren't very exciting to watch.
Right. Southern looking like they're trying to find some space. Lots of little moves, then turns and cycles back, but someone else has picked that off.
Big swan by Mid Northern. He's got players hanging off him, but he's going. This is what we've seen before.
And a nice back tackle from number 11, Keys Mint.
Lovely. We can show that as an example to all of our forwards. That what we mean when we say get down and back tackle. That's a beautiful example. Big swim, but again, we need those players from Mid Northern just coming down a little bit too late to be there to support that player. But everyone else looks like they're on the surface. Yeah. Everyone thought, this is the time to breathe. But now they've come back down and let's try again. Oh, it looks like they're playing advantage, so might have a stoppage soon. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. And they look like they are pushing the Southern team back. So this will be Mid Northern's advantage and a good opportunity. We'll see if they can convert this into a goal. Southern coming out really quickly on that advantage, putting the pressure. And just that next player doing that big drive and swim. Oh, that is some good ground that he's managed to clear that really well.
The Mid-Northern forwards making it tough for them to come off the wall.
Oh, and he's found a gap. He's still got the players on either side. Oh, yeah, and they just managed to get that puck. That was a beautiful, I miss what cap number it was for the Southern team, but a lovely break that they had. They just saw that little hole open up and they went for it. Nice out open to their open wide player. We do have a little bit of a blind spot, Claire. I'm not sure if how many games you've watched, but what I and some of the other commentators, we just like to make up what we think is happening in those areas.
Well, it seems to be going all right for Mid-Northern. Whatever's happening down there.
They're getting some good rotation, those numbers down. A little bit of a slow slog, just driving it up the pool. And it looks like it's attempting to come off, but it's been shut down by the Southern team.
You can just see that backline picking their moments for when they need to be down.
So that looked a bit scrappy. That is against the black team. So Southern will have an opportunity here with this advantage puck. You can see all those fresh players. That's looks like 3 fresh players in for Southern. So from their sub bench, ready to go. It's a little flick under the bum again. That didn't come off so well. Oh, just having the opportunity to go wide. But the refs made that call. It's probably pretty lucky because that Mid-Northern player was sitting there marking that Southern players that are trying to get out wide too. Oh, and we have a sin bin. All right, that is our Southern player in the sin bin for 2 minutes. And it is number 8. Nick Peterson is in the sin bin for 2 minutes.
Naughty.
Yes, so the Southern team will be playing with 5 players in the pool now for the next 2 minutes, while Mid-Northern has their full team. So let's see if they can find those gaps in the Southern team and make it count. Oh, that is a lovely little cut off there. Pass up to his forward. Oh, just shut down, but he's got those supporting players right behind. It's what we've really enjoyed seeing, that kind of that second, third plays, those players down for that layback to continue that momentum forward. See Southern player just covering that centre area, getting the puck to try and clear out. Big pass back to the mid-northern player, looking to try and take it a little bit deeper so they can come into the centre of the pool. But the refs have made a call, and I can see that mid-northern captain looking to call a team timeout. So there's been a lot of work going on, so I think he'll be wanting to have a little bit of a breather and a little bit of reset of their team. They've got it up there, and the other team is down a player, so they want to be really fighting for it, ready to capitalise. What would you be talking to your team about if you were the captain or coach of the Southern team? So they're down by 1 goal with 6 minutes to remaining.
Yeah, and down a player in the pool as well. So I think at this point it would be around trying to hold possession until you're back to 6, and then going hard and fast because you need to get some more goals in if you want a win on the score sheet afterwards. But it would be keep it safe until we're back to 6, and then let's do some damage.
Yeah, I think that's true, and we've seen how dangerous Mid-Northern can be when they find those gaps. So I think that safety, that possession is going to be really important for Southern if they want to come out strong for these last 6.5 minutes.
Which is ages in the world of underwater hockey.
It is a big day. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's like neither team will be feeling particularly safe with the scoreline. Could go either way. Again, another ref's call.
There are a lot of refs
breaking.
Calls.
Oh. Referees do love a breaking call.
Yeah.
Lovely setup. Oh, and we're sending a player out. So now Mid-Northern have a player out. So both down for the Mid-Northern players only
Nice
out
dummy.
for 1 minute. I think it's
where's he going?
12. I think that's Isaiah out. Plays for the Tolpo Club. So he'll be in the sin bin. Not really what you want your claim to fame for this game to be, but hey, we'll take it. Anyway, he's only out for 1 minute, so both of those players will be back in pretty quickly. Or I think, no, the player's back in, so won't be long before he joins the game. Oh, that's unfortunate. That puck was just left there.
There's some scrappy defense. Yeah.
Clearing that out. Both teams are going to need a few more players on the bottom of the pool.
So now it looks like Mid-Northern just trying to protect the puck and not let Southern anywhere near it. But Southern not doing... Oh, here we go.
Just all taking a breath, ready to attack together. Oh, nice drive there by Mid-Northern. And coming out fast to try and hit them if they were looking to come out wide there.
Nice
back tackle. Big flick. Oh, just made it onto the lip, but not safe. And those two Mid-Northern defenders able to just get that puck, and one of them cleared it out to the corner. But again, as you can see, it's how quickly that puck can move across that court. You think you've got time to take a breath because it's on the wall, but how quickly that can change. Just confirming both players from the Simbin are back in, so both teams are playing with their full 6.
Beautiful move off the wall.
Unfortunately, that is ref's call, calling that against
Maybe he gloved it though.
The South team. Welcome to my world of calling out beautiful plays and calling them lovely, and then they're actually illegal. And as I've said in a number of games before during this tournament, this is why I'm commentating, not refereeing these games. We just had another timeout. It must have been the other team calling this. So we've got just 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. It's 2-1. So Mid-Northern is leading by 1 goal at the moment, but as Claire said before, it is still anybody's game. There is time for the Southern team to even up or even come back with a win, or Mid-Northern can get another goal on the board to just open that gap up a little bit. It really could go either
Another
way.
goal would make Mid-Northern feel a lot safer. And another goal for Southern would mean it's all on.
Yep. Oh. Right, game is about to restart. With Mid-Northern taking the puck. Again, going quite conservative onto the wall side and just driving up there. And Southern has just managed to slow that down, but they've again that forward coming in for a back tackle by Mid-Northern, getting that and driving it. So impressive to see these swims by these players. Oh, lovely catch, and has he got it?
Beautiful.
Big flick and making sure that stayed in the goal bin. He wasn't letting that one come out. Wonderful, and that is a goal for number 7, Jake Corney, VC. They will be happy with that. So just 3-1 now, just that bit of an extra gap makes this a lot harder, or almost impossible for Southern to come back. And it looks like somebody is joining our chief referee in the bin, number 7 for the South team, Ethan Foster. He's done a lot of work in this game, but now he's going to have a little break in the sin bin. Not ideal timing with only a couple of minutes left to go. But I am sure when his time is up, he will be coming in fast and furious to help out his teammates. Lovely big swim and layback, and just finding that gap, but taken out by that back line from Mid-Northern. Oh, was tackled by his own teammate.
Who probably could have done something more useful.
Had a little bit of a, should you take it or should I take it? And a lovely drive there by Mid-Northern, getting it all the way up. Those players have gone up. We've got 2 Southern players defending. It's nice.
Nice work from that defender to drive it all the way past the goal bin.
Really good. He probably didn't realise he had this other player there behind him also in support. But that is good. Again, it seems like a few people taking a few breaths, not many people. Oh, that was a nice little breakout. Slapped down, but didn't quite manage to get past that last player. Otherwise, that would have been all on. Yeah, doesn't have any supporting players. Looks like Mid-Northern's just quite happy to keep it up in this corner and slow the game down. They're not necessarily looking to score another goal. I think they just happy to kind of keep it up here. Hold that position and keep it as far away from their goal bin as possible. It's not necessarily a bad strategy. Southern is going to get quite tired. Remember, they're down to 5 players, so they are missing a player.
They are also right under their sub bench, so we may see some fresh players jump in and do a bit of damage.
Oh, here we go. Big flick. Is he going to out wide to the open player?
Nice.
Wonderful. Looking like goal scored with 45 seconds left in the game. Mid-Northern, number 10. That is Ben. Awesome work. Lovely. That's probably the last goal that we're going to see of this game, and Mid-Northern will be really happy with that. Now that score, 4-1, that is a pretty big difference to what it was only 3 minutes ago. So that is really impressive, the focus and determination that Mid-Northern have put into this game. They just never eased off, but I think both teams can be pretty impressed. It's been a great game to watch. And referees, a little last 10-second strike. Nothing like a little sprint for half a length just before the game ends. Wonderful. And that is time with our final score being 4-1 to the Mid-Northern team. I think both teams can be happy with their performance, and those last couple of goals in the last few minutes just showed that Mid-Northern might have just had the edge there to last that game a little bit longer. All right, our next game coming up, if you want to hang around and watch in 5 minutes, is the Northern B-Boys versus Central B-Boys. I'm sure that will be a fun and interesting game for you to hang around for.